So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, somebody who really has impressed me in many ways is Alessio Romagnoli. I mean, I've watched him since his debut, and every time I see him, he just looks as if he's getting better, whether it's covering or whether using his anticipation. I think at this rate, he could go on to earn a place next to some of the real greats.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Things already rolling. Noslin. Played out to the left flank. Pellegrini is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Rafael Leao! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Bashiru, and it's Marusic. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Serginho. Now it's Inzaghi. Bashiru. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing...
Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Basic.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Pellegrini. Looking for the run. Pedro gets into a good position. Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Noslin. He won't be happy with that one. Belahian gets on his bike and on the move. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Marusic. And it's Basic. Delibashiru. Rafael Leao. Pulisic. Chance to deliver. He leaps for it. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Belachian. Now it's Noslin. Now, can they get him away? That's a promising position. He's found a way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cancellieri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Belachian. Now it's Inzaghi. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is expertly dealt with. Cleared without hesitation. And that's definitely not his best. Basic. Pressing high and with purpose. Over to the right flank. And Cancellieri. He's picked his way through. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Marusic. Noslin!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And no, that was never going to make it. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And this is Inzaghi, and he's lost his man. He's had a shot! And a neat finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's chosen to go back.
Yeah,
He's having a pop! That is decidedly lacking.
Serginho probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Spread out to the left. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking to play him in. Crossing. Chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. So we're underway for the second half. He might be in here! Nicely spread. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Tomori. Aims beyond the defence. It's Inzaghi! Oh, it rattles the bar! Romagnoli, tidy with his distribution. That's a little off target. Will play through for the wide man. And the shot! And that's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's being shifted off it. Filippo Inzaghi being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Bellechian. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Searching passes played there. Can he get it through? Can he finish? It's a goal! And that takes him up to 30.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Milan are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Inzaghi trying to keep this in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's looking unstoppable!
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And he can thump it away. Tomori. Now he's got space here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's a good ball out wide. He's in plenty of space here. Now can Isaacson! He's put it wide.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 2.
So we have movement on both benches.
Modric. Lasciano il campo per il numero 6. Il numero 23.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it into space. Nkunku plays it in. Nice interception, well timed. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zaccagni gets into a good position. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's surely a foul, free kick. Oh, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Costa Curta. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chance here to counter. Now it's Isaacson. He is through here. Davinta clears without hesitation. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Neatly clipped into space. Romagnoli. And they've got rid. Some resolute defending there. Zaccagni. That's Dia. Nkunku. Played into the box. Basic. Basic makes a dash for it. Looking for options for movement. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's delightful. He's got away. Zaccagni! Loose ball now. Oh, shooting chance! Serginho attempts a clearance.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Delibashiru. Dia receives it in a great chance! And that's that. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Serginho, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Milan really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle, and here we go. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him...
He's having a pop! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Deftly away. And it's gone back to the keeper. Batistuta has given away a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Has a look and plays it forward. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. He's found space here.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, good spread.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Foot in, and it's Serginho. Batistuta. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Darmian gathers from the goal kick. Can he get it through? Batistuta's cross. And that has sent him sprawling. Cafu gets it clear. Still goalless at the moment. Pulisic powering forward here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
And De Bruyne has fallen kindly here. Goal, Milan! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And he's managed to get free. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Batistuta. Picked out... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They are purring, truly purring. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that...
Shot a goal! Of course! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He has found the way through. Strong running down that left flank. Delivered in. And he's there to clear it. He's having a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
This ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Dybala, ambitious ball here. And he cuts out the supply. AC Milan could counter here. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Kvaratskhelia is wide and looking to get on. And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Bruyne, and this is Batistuta. Hit chance! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I for one...
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Dybala! And he's managed to get rid. Tries one from range. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Çalhanoğlu tries to pass it through. Oh, he's burst, and Batistuta! Oh, it's got in! And deep into first-half stoppage time, a timely strike. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And that is the end of the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Pulisic, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Batistuta. He's looking wide. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Spread neatly. Shoots! And that's a sharp finish. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Çalhanoğlu, oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely spread. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 16. Lascia il campo per il numero 5.
That's a throw. And it's Dybala. And this is... And a chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Bastoni. Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Kvaratskhelia. Great challenge, time to perfection. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Looking to play him in. De Bruyne. That's a good ball out wide. Now that looks a decent ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And now the breakaway. Well, that pass isn't the best. Calhanoglu aims beyond the defence. Rafael Leao wants to run onto this.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11. Lascia il campo per il numero 21.
Batistuta, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. In towards the back stick. And straight back out. Darmian. Tries to play it through. Just eases him off the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Rafael Leao. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Cafu cuts it out. Calhanoglu. That's a shade optimistic. And he thumps it clear. Well timed, excellent interception. Rafael Leao. Milinkovic-Savic. Milan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Spread neatly. Serginho. Dybala. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Akanji. It's a searching pass. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Threads one in. Well, that has not gone well. And now they can clear their lines. Bastoni. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Played into the box. Tries to get it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. And the ball is out of play. That's an imaginative pass. Good ball, good take.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that will be the final act. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
One-sided.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Nkunku, Cafu, and a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Ramani making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Udinese have the chance to go the other way. Massaro. That is a great pick out. And this is Batistuta! Just not quite happening for him just now. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Nkunku. Nkunku proves just a little bit too strong. Akanji getting this one clear. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Donadoni, Rafael Leao. That pass has been well intercepted. Nkunku steaming forward at pace. Now, can they get him away? Rafael Leao wants to run onto this. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Udinese yet to have an attempt on goal. Nkunku ventures forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Nkunku. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Zielinski.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho gets into a good position. Zielinski! Goal, Milan! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Nkunku. He's found a way through. Nkunku. And it's Zielinski. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Great vision. Nkunku. Has to go back here. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Showing great feet there. No way through. He's got away. Shot, surely! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency.
And Batistuta! And that's in. They are purring, truly purring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Milan are having a ball here. And he's managed to get free.
That's good play from him.
Bastoni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's got a tiny finish! And that's a tiny finish! And they're threatening to fly away here!
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's ended up in no man's land. That's a throw. Rafael Leao. Another throw-in. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Batistuta. Now somewhat off target. So, a temporary halt to the action. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 45 minutes to change their fate. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Ha segnato al 48esimo minuto, numero 20.
Çalhanoğlu, and it's Damian. And he can clear it away. Tries to play it through, and the through ball. He's in one-on-one. They want to be quick to recover this. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. And he's had it nicked away. That's gone for a throw-in. Donatoni, he's shifting through the gears here. Donatoni, he leaps for it. Oh, good finish. But oh, it's offside.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Pulisic. That's good running with the ball. That's been slipped through. He has found the way through. Good read, needed to be.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Modric is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Ribery. Serginho. And Donatoni. Zielinski, extraordinarily with 4 goals to his name. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Akanji. And now the breakaway, deftly out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Modric. Modric! Oh, there was plenty on that.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
That has not gone well. Udinese perhaps contemplating their next change here. Modric. And this is Ribery. He is through here. And back it goes. Udinese needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Serginho receives it in a wide position. Now it's Donatoni. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's a chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pulls out once more. Cafu, distributed tidily. Zielinski.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ribery! Barella. Just 5 minutes left. Done delicately. And now they can clear their lines. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Looking to play him in. Looking for a runner. And here's the chance to counter. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Swings in across. Zielinski can get it clear. Here's a chance! Oh, he really got hold of that. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that's it.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che tra poco sul maxi schermo saranno trasmessi gli orari dei treni speciali.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts, and he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Produces a cross. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the counter is on. Now that's well seen too. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's had a shot! And we have our very first corner. Definitely not one of his best. What a throw in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Rafael Leao plays it in. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Serginho. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Martinez. He's shifted it to the flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. So we're still where we started right now. Well, that looks a decent ball. Over to the right flank. Played in. Rafael Leao. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, super find. Rafael Leao! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Now it's Selmakers. It's a searching pass. Now it's Modric. No, that's been intercepted. Pulisic aims beyond the defence. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Elects to cross. Can he get on the end of this? Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Knocks it into space.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rafael Leao, shot a goal! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a seguire le indicazioni delle forze dell'ordine visualizzate a breve.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself the world's third best midfielder, but I'd leave that for the moment. He's a player that adds unpredictability to any team he plays in, and he's allowed to pull the strings from that central space he likes to inhabit.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Can he get on the end of this? Can he get it through? He can run onto that. He has found the way through.
De Bruyne.
It's Lobotka.
Now it's De Bruyne. Now it's De Bruyne.
That has been cut short. Pulisic. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Serginho played into space. On the through ball. Lobotka. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. That's a delicate pass. And he's there to retrieve it.
Now it's Lukaku.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's on it. Can he get away?
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it into space. Serginho.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Bullish header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked out the run. Lukaku! And it's a goal! So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Darmian.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Donatoni.
Napoli really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Great ball, and De Bruyne! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now, can they get him away? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cleared away. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rafael Leao, and he's in on goal! Calhanoglu, great vision. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Donatoni. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Goes for a shot! And he scores! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Pisa cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Lukaku. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! And that's a good finish. And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Rafael Leao. Could move up a gear here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it through. Now, who's going to be first to this? There will be a throw-in. Di Lorenzo does really well there. He is strong.
De Bruyne.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Looking to play him in. Well, that's well spotted. Now, what about a counter-attack? Costa Curta cuts it out. Pulisic, and that was asking for too much. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che non è consentito parcheggiare intorno allo stadio. Grazie della collaborazione.
And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And this is Batistuta. Lobotka.
De Bruyne.
Looking for a runner. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Here's Rafael Leao. Now it's Lukaku. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Now there's a De Bruyne! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
De Bruyne. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That is good alertness. Sommer.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Numero 16, numero 11, lasciano il campo per il numero 5, il numero 7.
Sommer.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
he's intervened well there.
29.514 spettatori.
And that is a little undercooked.
Now it's De Bruyne.
And it's Serginho. Barella. Barella going forward. There's the shot! Superb from Barella! A finish right from the top draw. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass somewhat off target. Can he spark a counter here? And the pass is intercepted. Threads one in. It's a promising position.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 27.
It's their second corner of the game.
Viene sostituito con il numero 21.
Cleared without hesitation. Pisa have, after this, one further opportunity. Shot, surely! Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Pisa really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Takes aim and crosses. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Pisa really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Akanji, that's a cute ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Darmian gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. Rafael Leao.
Di Lorenzo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Oh, played right into his path. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Real chance! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Numero 23.
Corner number 2 then.
Lascia il campo per il numero 9.
And he's quick to return it. Deftly away.
Pisa really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Darmian. De Laurentiis.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's delightful. Milinkovic-Savic.
Good read, needed to be. Lukaku.
Well read, nice interception. Now, he's got space here.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
And that's it.
Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily on so many occasions. But I think the manager, too, has to take responsibility for his failure to stop the leaks.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We are just getting started.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Oh, great chance! Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Sends it crossfield. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Frattesi. And he's managed to get free. Knocks it into space. So no flash. Shot a goal! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Such good technique.
That'll be a throw-in. The ball goes in. Now, can they get him away? Akanji gets across to intercept that. He's had it taken off him. Batistuta is flagged offside. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Mkhitaryan. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bonucci. And it's Mkhitaryan. Otto. Can he get on the end of this? Rafael Leao is in a really good position out wide. Engages and forces him off the ball. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Foot in. Pulisic gets into a good position. It's a throw-in. Pulisic finding himself in space. Ribery. Modric. Now Frattesi, over to the right flank, in with the challenge, threads one in, now it's Rafael Leao, Pulisic, he is through here, great chance! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Always onto this. Can he spark a counter here? Pulisic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Darmian does really well to win the ball there. Good effort from distance. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, he's having a go!
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
And it's Serginho.
Ribéry.
Modric! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Ribéry plays it short.
He's free.
And the shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He won't be happy with that one. And that has been cleared.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pulisic. Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to play it through. And Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan have their third corner. That's a decent clearance. And a chance! And that is wildly off target. Succumbs to the pressure, spread it left. And this, he's in one-on-one. Oh, great keeping, snaffled out the danger.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Batistuta. Pulisic. No, again there's no way through. Fratesi, and he's in on goal. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. Otto. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Parma currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we get things going again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Modric wins the duel this time. And it's Fratesi. Fratesi! Çalhanoğlu. Pulisic powering forward here. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a throw-in. Costa Curta hangs one in. Oh, good climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a good run down the left.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And Ribery! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's done very well to get to that.
Ribery clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
They're up to 5 corners now. Looking for the far post. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And he couldn't finish.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's busted! There's the shot! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Ha segnato al 63esimo
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Parma are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Front-footed pressing going on here. Now that is commitment to the cause. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ribery. Looking to play him in. Shot could be on. Now can he find a finish? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. The referee's awarded a free kick. Serginho. He's got away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Could move up a gear here. Driving on and making good progress. Costa Curta does really well there, he is strong. Can he latch on to this? It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Ribery. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass somewhat off target. That's a good ball out wide. Donadoni picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Donadoni crosses it in, and that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Ronaldinho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great vision. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. He's dribbled past his man here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pulisic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ronaldinho looking to receive it in space. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Costa Curta
Plays it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Fratesi. That has not gone well. Bastoni. Costa Curta. Now Pulisic. Dovbik.
And that has put paid to that. And that's it.
Parma were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct...
Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Ribéry.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Probing pass. And that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Akanji. Costa Curta. Thuram cuts out the pass. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pulisic.
It's a good foot in there.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Now it's Donatoni. Oh, that's fabulous. Played in with purpose.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Palmer yet to have an attempt on goal.
Rijkaard. That looks a cracking ball.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now it's Rijkaard. And here's Hullet. And it's played in here.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Costa Curta. Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great chance! Milan are looking to go forward now. And this is shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Milan! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Good take, and is he in? He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. Keeper has taken decisive action. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And they're back on the ball again. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Oh, he's been caught napping. Serginho looking to play him in. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta. And the finish! It's their second corner of the game. That has ended up in no man's land. tries a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Parma are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Maldini. And it's Davids. Now it's Hullet. Hullet towering forward here. And this is Çalhanoğlu. Akanji. Now he's got space here. Bastoni makes the interception. And it's Davids. And here's Ribery. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Can he finish? That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un marsupio nero e blu contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff.
So we're off again.
Parma really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Rijkaard is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the... He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red.
Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Çalhanoğlu is standing over this one. Costa Curta. Çalhanoğlu. Ribery, who's set up one goal so far. Works it forward. Can he spark a counter here? Çalhanoğlu is wide and looking to get onto this. Impressive jump! And a neat finish! This day becomes absolutely perfect! Utterly ideal! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. All the way back.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That's a cute ball. Donadoni has it out wide and in space. He's onside. He's having a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
But where it came from. Çalhanoğlu tries to pass it through, and he is... And the shot! Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! How many? Just how many? The golf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
He's got four. That is Rim Davids. He's through. Rafael Leao!
Defending was strong and firm.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Çalhanoğlu in acres of space out wide. Chance, surely! Darmian is there, and he can get that clear. And he welcomes it in. Rafael Leao! And there's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Played out towards the right wing. Look at the space here. It's Çalhanoğlu! And that's a good finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, great chance! He's found some space. And he's there to get it away. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Dovbyk. He's got away. Big chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Ribery. Çalhanoğlu. And it's played in. Darmian getting this one clear. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Donadoni makes a move down the right. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Oh, great feat, that.
He is through here. He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it. Oh, what has happened here? Threads one in. Donadoni has it in a wide position. Donadoni! Goal! Parma get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. He's beaten the last man. That's a decent clearance. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the...
Ribéry! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And this is Modric. Skims what... Chance for a shot! Superb from Ribéry!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So, a breakthrough already.
Aimed beyond the defence. Ribéry. Searching pass he's played there. Rafael Leao wants to run onto this. Modric wins the duel this time. And it's Modric. Akanji. That could spell real chance! And no mistake! 2-0 and in next to no time! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Çalhanoğlu with a real chance here. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Pulisic. Pulisic! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. A real chance then to ease the... Çalhanoğlu!
Milan have got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That's a good foray he's making. Marlen. Oh, that's fabulous. Plays it across. Pulls over the line, and it is a corner. Milan with the corner, they're first. Rafael Leao! He will be livid with himself. He shifted it to the flank. Rafael Leao!
Parma really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Marlen, looking for options for movement. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Ribéry. And that has left him in a heap. Çalhanoğlu. Nicely worked. And he's running through. Can he finish? Ribéry. Nicely weighted ball. Batasagi finding himself in space. Chance to deliver. Tries to get it clear. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he shoots! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A case now of complete control. Looking to play him in. Ribery is in a really good position out wide. Serginho tries to pass it through. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. And there's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Akanji. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he plays one through. Solid goal! And that's a good finish. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So now the difference is 3.
And here's Rafael Leao. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, important interception. And he can thump it away. Ricci. Now it's Rafael Leao. And it's Ribery. Approaching half. Here's a chance! And the keeper read that really well.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Defending of the desperate variety. Knocks it into space. Batistuta. Just past the 40th minute mark. Marlon providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that was vital. He's a sharp little ball here. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Palmer are down to 10 men. Tomori. Now that looks a decent ball. Space for him to turn and look. Ball swung. Oh, good effort. Oh, good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Damian bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Threads one in, and he's managed to get free. Rafael Leao. Oh, look at the space here. Chance, surely! Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
Parma really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
That has not gone well. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Malan's cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
He's having a shot! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Modric. Great vision. It's played through for him. And this is Batistuta. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Looking for the run. Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's in on... It's Modric! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, it's come to nothing. Costa Curta. That is ended up in no man's land. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's there to belt it away.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. That is a great pick out. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Rafael Leao. 60 minutes played. Now it's Ribery. He's found a way through. Ribery crosses. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Parma perhaps contemplating their next change here. And that is a little undercooked. Barella. Ball's played through. Dovbyk in acres of space out wide. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Great chance! And that's a tidy finish. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Parma are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And the shot! Goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It's starting to look like a done deal now. He's shifting through the gears here.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. Batasagi does really well to win the ball there. Modric. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there. Modric. He's going for goal! And that is high.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Tries to play it through. Bastoni cuts it out. Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And smartly reclaimed. Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. Batistuta is flagged offside. Ricci charging forward, the ball at his feet. Ricci is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Batistuta has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Akanji. Jimenez. Marlon. Milan are looking to break at pace. Oh, a gilt-edged shot, Jimenez! And that's off target. Caresses it through. Great ball if he can get there. Barella finds himself offside. That's a sharp pass. Gabbia gets across to intercept that. Now, can they get him away? He's had a shot! And he hits the net! They are playing them off the park! So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is. And Batistuta off the post.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Ribery. Well read, and the danger is averted. Modric played through into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Marlon! And yes, it's there! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. It's a promising position. He is through here.
Oh, brilliant save under real pressure.
And that is that. So that is it, the end of the road.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.